Hey guys, DJ Segway here, and today's Friday, so here comes my official game review. I apologize, this video is actually going to be rather short because I actually got to get going here in just a little bit. But I knew I had to do this because I promised it. So here's the game review. So let's go ahead and talk about the campaign. The campaign actually takes place prior to Gears of War 1 and follows the storyline of Lieutenant Baird. Now, the main point of the Baird story is that he's going through a testimony due to something that occurred during the campaign. I don't want to spoil anything out of it, except that you don't just follow Barrett's story, you also follow the other members of Kilo Squad, and you get to see more of their side of the story too, and it builds up to why they did something when they did it. The campaign was actually very, very well written. It kept me wanting to continue to play. The easier difficulty obviously felt a little easier. However, when you play on the harder difficulties, you can tell definitely it takes almost a full clip to kill a guy. And I normally don't play games on the hardest difficulty, but I'm definitely willing to go back through this again and go ahead and replay it through on the hardest difficulties, and eventually go through an insane walkthrough with one of my buddies, to which will probably may get recorded, and if it does, it'll be posted on a different YouTube channel. I'll be sure to share that with you guys when it comes up. So out of the campaign, out of a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being amazing, 1 being just god-awful, I'd have to give the campaign possibly a 8.5 to a 9. Actually, let's just say 9, because like I said, it was very well written. It was very intense gameplay. The only problem I didn't like about it is that it's built into a lot of sections. That's the only downfall I could really think of the entire campaign, is that between like a chapter, there's about maybe 5 or 6 different sections, and it's like each section is rather short. But the whole campaign actually took me about 6 hours to 7 hours of dead fiction. So let's go ahead and talk about the multiplayer. The multiplayer seems to be more of like a rehash of Gears of War 3. It doesn't seem like anything was really drastically changed except the change of game modes. You have Overrun, Domination, Team Deathmatch, and Free For All. Those are your only game modes at the moment. Of course, there will be more possibly added down the road, like they promised in the Season Pass. However, those are the current 4. Now, like I said, it seems to be a rather rehash. It's always that still same standpoint of survive. There's no real twist to it except for Domination, where you gotta control 3 points, and it actually involves teamwork. Which is a good twist to the game, because teamwork is actually rather important in this game, because in the campaign, it does integrate that you need to have teamwork in order to survive. So it's good to see that they transpired that to the multiplayer as well. On the multiplayer, like I said, since it's the rehash, I don't see anything really drastically changed about it. So I gotta probably give it maybe about a 7.5 total out of 10 on that. It's like I said, it's a good game, multiplayer, but I've been playing it for about this entire week, and now I'm actually kind of taking a break from it. And but I will definitely be willing to come back to it because it's still a lot of fun to play. Survival mode. Survival mode puts you in a situation where you represent the COG and you're fighting against AI locusts that are attacking. It's exactly like Overrun, where you have one map, you have 3 objectives you need to protect. Level 1 is one E-hole that you got to protect, and then the second one is like another one, and then the third one is a generator. Each one is, if they destroy the one, you advance to they advance to the next one, and you got to hold them off for 10 rounds. In my opinion, this feels like a really toned down version of Horde mode. And I mean like a really toned down version. Horde mode was a lot of fun in Gears of War 3. I found it as a lot of fun because it actually brought a lot of intense gameplay. I actually remember at one point playing the Horde mode with one of my buddies, and we got to the hardest part of the game, where it was, I think, round 50, I think it goes that high, on the hardest difficulty that was possible. And actually after I was done playing, I'm not gonna lie, I went and threw up. Because it was so hard to play, and it was the gore was really starting to catch up to me. I have a weak stomach, bear with me. I usually throw up. Anyways, but this one, it just didn't seem like it was all that entertaining. It was more like if you fucked up on the first wave, you're pretty much screwed for the rest of the game. So the survival mode, I can't really give it a really good score. I'd probably say it's maybe a 4, maybe a 5 out of 10, because it's one of those that I was very disappointed from where it went. The graphics never really changed. Same with the sound quality. The sound quality really never changed, except now you hear a lot more communication between the characters. in like such as the campaign and the multiplayer. You hear people calling out things as a simple frag grenade or stem gas or proximity radar. You get whenever something's thrown, you hear it. Whenever something's being used, you hear it, which is actually a rather good twist. So it keeps you alerted and aware of what's going on. So out of those two things, I would have to say that at least gets a 9 out of 10. It seems that the characters could yell out a little more rather than the same repetitive stuff, and maybe make call-outs. I think it would be one of those, like if they locked onto a character that's across the map, like an enemy, at least it would be cool if they can go ahead and say like, target left side or something like that. I think that would be rather neat. So overall, on the entire game, the game seems to be a rather good little flashback for at least campaign-wise. The multiplayer-wise, it doesn't seem like it really changed a whole hell of a lot, except if anything, it went downgraded. So out of the entire game, out of the entire scale of 1 to 10, the best score I could probably give the game is at least an 8 to an 8.5 score out of 10. Now, bear with me, this is just my opinion. A lot of people have different opinions. I'm not a huge Gears of War fan, however, this is definitely one of those that I had to go and buy because I still wanted to learn more about the Gears of War guys. So, thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys agree with the review. If you guys enjoy the game, continue to play it. For those of you who are looking to consider buying this game, I say it's at least worth the buy, but I'd consider at least waiting for a little price drop from the $60. Thank you guys, enjoy the video, and have a great day.
Take some ammo!
There we are! Incoming fire! Falling back! This will give us extra height! Oh, come on!
Good to go!
Better! Hey, you should have done...
Medic! Take some ammo!
Look at that! See me? Look at that!
This is my kind of fight! I'm hurt! Stim needed! Time for a stim grenade! Sentry is up! Who needs some ammo?
Incoming frag! We need a spot!
I'm here!
Take some ammo!
Tossing a spot grenade! Need a hand. Incoming frag!
Don't worry, I'm a medic.
Take some ammo.
Enemy spotted!
Incoming frag!
Enemy spotted!
Who needs some ammo?
I'm here!
Did you stop the bleeding? Incoming frag!
I'm here! Grub's coming in!
Incoming frags!
That was supposed to be a joke. No good, huh? No.
Grub's coming in!
Who needs some ammo?
I'm here! Enemy spotted!
Incoming frag! This is my kind of fight! Who needs some ammo?
I'm here! Enemy spotted! Grub's coming in!
Incoming frag! Oh, that's gotta hurt. Incoming frag!
Look at that.
I'm here! Grunt's coming in! Who's next?
Medic!
Grenade.
I'm here!
Sentry is up!
I'm here! You won't be missed!
I owe you one.
Get me up!
Grenade.
Don't worry, I'm a medic. Thank God.
Juicy. Sentry is up! That all you got? Take some ammo!
They can't win! Not like this!